Title: Abyssal Nightmares. In the forgotten woods of Eldermoor, a chilling darkness clawed its way through the twisted trees. The moon, hidden behind a veil of stormy clouds, cast feeble streaks of light that barely reached the forest floor. The air was thick with an unsettling silence, broken only by the distant hoots of an owl. Sarah, an adventurous photographer, had heard tales of these woods, but her curiosity led her deeper into their heart. Armed with a camera and a flashlight, she navigated through the gnarled roots and hanging vines, capturing eerie snapshots of the place. Unbeknownst to her, every click of the camera echoed like a beckoning call in the abyss. As Sarah pressed on, the woods grew darker, the shadows longer. Her flashlight's feeble glow flickered as if it was being devoured by the malevolent gloom. Just as she was about to turn back, a rustling from the underbrush caught her attention. Her flashlight's beam revealed a creature, its eyes reflecting a ghastly green. Its elongated limbs trembled as it let out an otherworldly screech that echoed through the forest. The creature's skin, a sickly pale, stretched taut over its emaciated form. Its fingers ended in twisted claws that seemed better suited for rending flesh than for any innocent purpose. Sarah's heart raced, her breath coming in shallow gasps. She aimed her camera, capturing a single, ghastly shot of the creature before turning to flee. Yet, her flashlight flickered one last time and died, plunging her into utter darkness. Panic swelled within her chest as she stumbled over unseen roots and uneven terrain. The creature's chilling wails seemed to surround her, closing in from all directions. It was as if the very forest itself was alive and conspiring against her. Sarah's foot caught on a root, and she fell to the ground, disoriented and vulnerable. Desperate, she reached into her bag and fumbled for her camera. She hit the playback button, and the screen flickered to life, illuminating her terrified face. But it wasn't her face that made her scream, it was what stood behind her, mere inches away. The creature loomed, its fetid breath brushing against her neck as its grotesque limbs extended toward her. Its eyes, a hypnotic swirl of green and black, locked onto hers. She tried to move, to flee, but her body was frozen, paralyzed by an unfathomable dread. The creature's wails grew louder, reverberating within her skull until it felt as if her mind would shatter. In that moment, Sarah's survival instinct kicked in, breaking her paralysis. She scrambled to her feet and sprinted blindly through the forest, fueled by sheer terror. The creature's howls pursued her, its presence an ever-present nightmare. Branches clawed at her, thorns tore at her skin, but she pushed on, desperate to escape the clutches of the abyss. Finally, Sarah burst through the tree line, her lungs burning and her legs collapsing beneath her. She collapsed onto the cold, damp ground, her heart pounding like a relentless drum. She turned to look back, half expecting the creature to emerge from the shadows, but the woods remained still and silent. As dawn's light began to pierce the horizon, Sarah knew she had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death. She stumbled to her feet, her camera still clutched in her trembling hand. She knew that the photograph she had taken, the one that had inadvertently beckoned the creature, was a window into a world of unimaginable horror, one that would forever haunt her dreams.